I'm sorry, I'm running late. I'm running late for my life. I didn't think I was gonna make it here, you know? I've got all these ideas that give birth to ideas. They give birth to ideas. They branch and spread like veins, like webs, like a beautiful disease. Tapestry, dichotomy. I'm not sure I want to cure it or catch it, endure it and hatch it or blur it out and stab it, throw in the racket. Someone said I suffer from too much talent, not to mention I'm a douchebag magnet, acting out all these bad habits, falling down my rabbit hole, playing the same roles over and over again. I want to make a masterpiece. I want to masterpiece. I want to find the miracle in the mess. Remember what I remembered to forget. But reflect the beauty of my people, not just the vomit on my dress, but I am drunk on junk love, hung over these frozen eggs. I am dying to give birth to something. Who am I? Hi. My name is Bridget, and I'm a love junkie. Hi, Bridget. I'm in a 12-step program for people who are codependent, addicted to sex, love, and fantasy. I haven't been to a meeting in a really long time, so do you think I could share? Okay. You know how some people can do cocaine at a party once in a while and not wind up dead? You know, some people can to have a drink with dinner and not wind up in a ditch. Some people can fall in love and not end up in a mental institution. Not me. I do 5 lines of Richard, a case of him, and I am flat on my face with my finger down my throat trying to throw it all up. My lights are on, but no one's home. My mind is not my own. My heart sweats, my body shakes. Another kiss is what it takes. I can't sleep, I can't eat. There's no doubt I'm in deep. My throat is tight, I can't breathe. Another kiss is all I need. Whoa, I like to think that I'm immune to this stuff. Oh yeah. Closer to the truth, you know, I can't get enough. I'm gonna have to face it, I'm addicted to love. I met a director, he was cute, big biceps, really supportive. I wasn't interested in him. He actually wanted to direct this one-woman show. I thought, great, we'll be friends, possible collaborators. But then he said he wanted to kiss me under the full moon. And that really triggered me. We could be a team, take this show to Broadway, and make babies. So I told him I was attracted to him, but I was nervous. He tells me he wants to walk with me by the water under the moonlight. And then he brings a girl on to a date on my last show! And there's all these blurred lines, and I hate that song! Hey, 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 hey. I see the signs, but I can't read. I'm running at a different speed. My heart beats in double time. Another kiss, and you'll be mine. Whoa, I like to think that I'm immune to the stuff. Oh yeah. Oh, oh yeah, yeah. Closer to the truth, you know, I can't get enough. I'm gonna have to face it, I'm addicted to love. Might as well face it, I'm addicted to love. Might as well face it, I'm addicted to love. Might as well face it, I'm addicted to love. Might as well face it, I'm addicted to love. Step 1 on the road to recovery is admitting that you have a problem and your life has become out of control. Well, I've been on step 1 for a while now. But I went to my first Love Addicts meeting back in 2004. How y'all doing? All right. So I'm a virgin, here to pop my cherry. Sorry. That's probably inappropriate in a room like this. I didn't even know things like this existed. But a friend of mine suggested it to me after a recent close encounter of a not so kind of wonderful. I met a guy on the subway. He had ink stains on his hands, paint on his jeans. He was messy, an artist like me. So I gave him my number after we got off on West 4th Street, and we met up, got trashed, made out on a park bench. Over the next few days, he kept asking me to come over to his house. I didn't want to go. I heard the voice, "Good girls go on dates, good girls make them wait." But I'm really uncomfortable with beginnings. I don't really know how to do the whole get to know you thing. I skip steps, jump the gun, put on a mask, pretend like everything is sunshine, but I'm really freaking out on the inside. But I heard the other voice. "Go on, get it over with, get yours. Get to the center, the middle of the Tootsie Roll, do the Tootsie Roll." So I go over to his loft space. He opens the door in a wife beater looking hot. And I notice he has a pet chicken. That says a lot about someone's character, right? So he gives me a massage on the couch. Next thing I know, we're naked in the bed, and he's going in without a rubber. I don't say anything, but the whole army inside my head is like, "Master, master, he's made it past the iron gate. The moat is down. It's an invasion of the booty snatcher. That boy is poison. Never trust a big dick in a smile." Growing up, I had a swinging door to my room. There was no lock, so you could just waltz right in. So maybe that's why I have a revolving door of men in my life. Men in my life. Men in my life. Well, my dad and I have an interesting relationship. He's in his 70s, still looking for love, and has told me about every experience along the way. We've always been really good friends, so going on a date in my house was a little different. "Hey, kid, what are your intentions with my daughter?" Dinner and a movie." "You ever motorboated anyone before?" No, sir, I'd never do that." "You should learn. Chicks love it. Take good care of my daughter and make sure she's home before midnight." Boundary, anyone? Is there a boundary in the house? Oh, he's got a boundary. I don't. So I'm lying there, and I'm like, I'm smart. I finished college. You need to get a condom. This is fucking fundamentals. Breeding rainbow. And he gets one, and we're doing our thing. We're not really connecting. It's more like he's just jerking off inside my vagina. And I'm looking at his pet chicken, Lucy, waddling around in her cage, and I'm like, why am I like this? How many times have I done something I didn't want to do? How could I be so unprotected? This is not the first time someone trampled the fence to my lady garden. What came first? The chicken or the egg? Did something make me like this, or is this just how it is? Gotta get off, have to get off from this ride. Gotta get hold, need to get hold of my pride. When did I get, where did I, why am I caught in this game? When will I know, where will I, how will I think of my name? When did I stop feeling sure, feeling safe, and start wondering why
in the morning after an omelet, thanks to Lucy. And I felt awful and still horny.
Maybe I belong here? Well, I didn't go to another meeting, though. I wanted to be normal, like everyone else. I felt like the kid with a dairy allergy sitting in the window eating carrots, watching all the other kids chasing after the ice cream truck. In search for answers, I consulted my choir of homegirls in all their delicious confidence. Girl, girl, girl. Jessie, a Puerto Rican Jew from the boogie down Bronx. Oy vey, mira. Why are you letting men stress you out like that? There are children starving in Africa and on the other side of Gun Hill Road. Wow. I am woman, hear me burp. Lily, a single mom from Brooklyn. Boo, it's simple. I am magnetic, charismatic, and energetic. So if a guy ain't checking for me, then he's probably gay or blind. Cousin Mia from Strong Island. Steven! Have fun while you still can. My favorite queen from Queens. Girl, sex and relationships are two different things. Hot Sauce, that's her playa name. She lives in San Francisco with her boyfriend, Dancing Johnny Buffalo, and his wife. What you need to do is get your tickets to Burning Man now, before it's sold out. There are no rules like clothes or money. You just need to let go more. Life is about pleasure and experience. Call me a follower of Dionysus and I won't argue with you. Bridget, you're a goddess. You deserve to be worshipped. Stop being so hung up on all these social double standards. Commitment is an idea. Marriage is a construct. But love is free. What's the sense of sharing this one and only life? Ending up just another lost and lonely wife. You add up the years and they will be filled with tears. Say I'm gonna live 1,000 times a day. Easier said than done. I just gotta break away. Young hearts run free. Don't ever be hung up like my man and me. Young hearts, to yourself be true. Don't play the fool when love really don't love you. I gotta hold my sugar now. But love is always so expensive for me. I calculate connections. Record the evidence. Text my friend 17 pages of detailed descriptions. Try to solve the equation of our collision. You plus me equals what? Truth, friendship, real, forever, crazy, crazy, crazy. I add and subtract and divide the truth. Find myself trapped in a binary code. Love in sequences of zeros and ones. You put them together, still one. So low, I am so low. I am looking up at zero, a negative imbalance. I reached my deficit when I moved to Los Angeles in 2012. Yeah, the Mayan apocalypse didn't happen. So I went back to Love Addicts meetings. I live in a complex called Cinderella's Apartments in the maids' quarters on the roof. Talk about irony. I'm in my own unfairy tale. Once upon a time, on the island of insanity, lived a tortured princess who was hoping her Prince Richard would come and rescue her from, well, herself. Her exceeding credit card bills, ADD, low self-esteem, almost but not quite career, failing spiritual practice, body dysmorphia, mental disease, and the distance from the woman she wants to be, the woman everyone else wants her to be, the woman she thinks she should be, and the woman that she actually is.
I came to LA to reinvent myself for my career. I'm lying. I came here for a dude. I found out he was single, so I thought maybe he's my husband. You know, I had a vibe. Well, after a 4-day panic attack, I made it out here and things have been going great. I finally have a boyfriend. Magic word, throw the confetti, everyone. Boyfriend! But he doesn't kiss me. I'm in a Pretty Woman reversal. He actually kisses his dog more than me. I'm like, he doesn't like to make out. Make out with humans, I guess. I try to convince myself that I can get used to this because he has all these other wonderful qualities. He plays the most beautiful music, and we meditate and do yoga together. But when we make love, it is not tantric or Kama Sutra. It's more like a procedure. Am I gonna be all right, doctor? You're gonna be just fine. But doctor, you're not even looking at me. Just breathe. Okay, doctor. Kissing, a peck, check. Touching and feeling, check. Oral stimulus, only a lick, check. Rubber, check. Insertion, check. Ejaculation and clear, check. Take 2 of these and I'll see you in the morning. Talk about the art of detachment. Namaste, motherfucker. No, I love my boyfriend. I feel really guilty talking about him like this, because seriously, I have learned so much from him. He told me, you need to see your art like a fetus. Give it a birthing plan. 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and you give birth. Feel me? You know, I want us to work out. I even went on a silent meditation retreat, sure, to work on the relationship with my brain, find the God voice within. But really to work on our relationship so I could be present with cravings and aversions, cravings and aversions. But I started smoking cigarettes again, and I can hardly eat, and I'm losing all this weight. No, but I have acne and hives everywhere. I think I'm going through withdrawal, right? I mean, that's probably what this is. I haven't been to a meeting in years, and it's just unleashed the addict in me. You know, I walk down the street staring at people's mouths like, hey, man, I don't want to bother you or anything, but do you think you can spare like 5 seconds of your tongue in my mouth? I really appreciate it, man. You don't have to be beautiful to turn me on. I just need your body, baby, from dusk till dawn. You don't need experience to turn me out. You just leave it up to me. I'm gonna show you what it's all about. You don't have to be rich to be my man. You don't have to be cool to rule my land. Ain't no particular sign I'm more compatible with. Just want your extra time and your kiss. This feeling reminds me. Okay. This feeling of withdrawal reminds me of an experience I had when I went to London to study Shakespeare at the Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts. How happy some or other some may be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know at all, but he do know. And as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I admiring of his qualities. Things base and vile, holding no quantity. Love can transpose to form and dignity. For love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind. And therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. I met my Demetrius on a street corner, like my parents did. He was breakdancing. It was magical. We had all these coincidences, like his mom's name was Bridget, but she was Jamaican, and he lived around the corner from where I was staying in Chelsea, but we were in Trafalgar Square. The first night we went back to his place and we made out like crazy. We breathed into each other. He said to me, I didn't want kids before I met you. You make me want to have kids. And then he played the theme song from Fame on repeat while we did it doggy style in the mirror. Baby, look at me and tell me what you see. You can get the knife I got more in me, and you can set it free. Or I can catch the moon in my hands. Don't you know who I am? Remember my name, Fame. I'm gonna live forever. I'm gonna learn how to fly high. I feel we're coming together. Oh, love it, love it. Remember. Oh. At one point, he was sucking on my armpits. And I said, do you like armpits? He said, no, I like your armpits. We made a date. We made a date to meet the next day, and he's gonna pick me up. So I got all dressed up and I waited for him. But the thing is, I didn't have a phone for him to call me. He was so late, so I had to call him. I'm in the phone booth, it's the one across the hall. If you don't answer, I'll just ring it off the wall. I know you're there, but I just had to call. Don't leave me hanging on the telephone. Leave me hanging on the telephone. He finally answered. It's good to hear your voice, you know it's been so long. When I don't hear from you, everything goes wrong. I wanna tell you something I've known all along. Don't leave me hanging on the telephone. Don't leave me hanging on the telephone. I'm sorry, babe. It's Friday night. Lots of people need my services. Oh, I forgot to tell you, he was a drug dealer. Babe, it's gonna be another hour. But remember, absence makes the heart grow fonder. No, absence makes the heart go crazy. An hour goes by and he doesn't show, so I call again. Oh, I can't control myself. Oh, I can't control myself. Oh, I can't control myself. Don't leave me hanging on the telephone. Another hour goes by. It's a midsummer's nightmare. I never saw him again. Oh, fair Demetrius, what about mine armpits? Does he remember my name? I remember his. So, last night, after my boyfriend gave me a long hug goodnight, I decided to Google him. Richard, Chelsea, London, drug dealer. Oh shit! In prison for 25 years for manslaughter. Not fucking kidding. I really know how to pick them, huh? So, I'm glad to be at meetings again, and I think I'm moving back to New York. Back where it all began, on the 5th floor of 55th Street, the king and queen of my world were at war. The king, a hopeless romantic songwriter, tap danced his way from East New York, Brooklyn to the top of the music charts. But this time was not pulling his weight. The queen, a beautiful actress trapped in a 9-to-5 who could do more push-ups than Jane Fonda, was pulling away. Their only survival before their eventual demise was a cocktail of sex and humor. So it was no wonder that this half-Irish Jewish princess spent most of her time in her room, drowning out the noises of the TV and the fighting by singing songs.
You have to make money. You have to make money. 'Cause you always have to do things you always don't do.
And playing characters and playing with myself. Casting my Barbies in softcore porn scenarios as a tool of foreplay, leading up to the climax on my teddy bear's nose. Miley, I get it. I do. But it was on the edge of the wooden chair in my second grade classroom that changed my world. I got a nickname. Bridget Hump the Chair. Clever kids, right? You know, teachers would ask me, "Do you have to go to the bathroom, Miss Barkin?" I'd say, "Nope, almost there." Surfboard, surfboard. The thing is that sex in public was no big deal to me because it was 1980s New York. Sex was everywhere. Times Square was hot and dirty, not Disney. The streets were filled with hustlers and tricksters. I'd have to step over Junkie's legs on my way to preschool on 46th Street. And on the way, I would stare in awe at the nudie movie billboards with girls in red glitter star pasties and faces like this. I thought they were Broadway stars. I saw no separation between flash dancers and the musical Cats. Touch me, it's so easy to leave me all alone with the memory of my days in the sun. I fantasized about all the boys I would chase after in the playground. You see, I've always been more of the hunter than the hunted. Psst, psst. Papi chulo on the swing set. You want some of my icy? Well, the roles in my house were a little reversed. My dad was the one with me crying at musicals and AT&T commercials. And my mom was up the ladder with a hammer. Dancing was my first love, so my mom would take me to the ballet, but she would also take me to women's bodybuilding competitions. So my idea of femininity was, graceful, but Amazonian. And why can't women conquer stuff? Why can't we conquer stuff? Why do they call, the boats in battle she, but refer to God as he? Why are we the things that can get a hole and sink, the vessels to carry them to work out their bullshit, when they get to be the omnipresent beings, get all the praise in the end? Just saying. So, I got these from my father's side. Ow. So, I fell in love with every boy I ever met. There was Dasan during nap time, Peter in the sandbox, David Smoke in the 3rd grade. I'd call him every night to tell him how much I loved him. His mother finally told me to stop calling. There was Jonah, a good Jewish boy. My grandma Rose hooked us up, and I wrote him love letters saying, "Why can't we be together? I know it's long distance." And he said, "Bridget, I'm not ready to commit. We're only 11. Many say that I'm too young to let you know just where I'm coming from. Yeah, but you will see. It's just a matter of time before I surely make you mine. Well, I'm living in a world of junkie life. Everyone is so tough. Nothing's wrong, it's all right with my man.
it. I'm giving him something he can feel to let him know this love is real. I chased boys in my early years as a child actress. At auditions and on set, I'd ask my agent to give me my latest crush's headshots, like Bud from Bill Cosby or Joey from Blossom, and I'd put them up on the wall and I'd kiss each one before I went to bed. I chased boys in theater camp. Most of them ended up being gay or famous, like Adam Levine. Yep, that Adam Levine. I gave him a heart-shaped pillow that said I love you on it. Oh, giving him something he can feel. But he didn't want it, so he gave it back to me. One summer, when I came home, my mom had officially left my dad, and we moved to the Lower East Side. I chased boys in Alphabet City when it was still ABCD without the NYU. I put on my biggest door knockers and my tightest jeans, and I take my dog on extra long walks down Delancey, and with every step I was one step closer to womanhood, yeah. I'm giving him something he can feel. I chased boys in my performing arts high school. There was a popular dancer who was supposed to go out with this other popular dancer named Vicky. We made out in the back staircase so no one would know. And then someone found out and we got caught, and soon the chalkboard read, "Vicky is better than Bridget." Funny, that was the year we were reading The Scarlet Letter. Giving him something he can feel. My mom and I lost our rent-stabilized apartment, so we moved to a new neighborhood, Chelsea. I chased boys there too. I wasn't the only one. I like so many of them, but the one I liked the most was a quiet one with a broken foot. We played Truth or Dare, even though I didn't want to all the time. And I got a new nickname on the block, Hey BJ! And it wasn't because my middle name was Jacqueline. I chased boys at my first job at Motown Cafe. Wait, I skipped something very important. I chased boys on my skateboard. Yeah, down St. Mark's to Astor Place. Flying up to Union Square where we smoke blunts and drink 40s. It was hair of the 90s. We were motherfucking hip-hop hippies. It was so much fun. Before everybody became ravers and traded in their fatigues for Jenkos and started ODing on ecstasy. Skate or die, bitch. There was one guy, I called him Leopard. He thought I was stalking him, but I wasn't. It was just that everywhere he was, I was there, watching him with his girlfriend. Giving him something he can feel. I chased boys. At my first job, Motown Cafe, there was a guy who had never dated a white girl before, so he was really amazed that I was reading Malcolm X's autobiography for my own education. He'd hit me on the beeper and we talked for hours. I knew I wanted him to take my virginity by any means necessary. But he wasn't too sure because I wasn't legal yet. But as soon as I turned 17, honey, that deflowering commenced. Giving him something he can feel. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, it wasn't fun, no. But it got better after a while. We started role-playing, incorporating fresh fruit into the bedroom, and I used all of my striptease tips that I had learned from watching Robin Bird, and I was his private dancer. Giving him something he can feel. But I thought that after I gave it up, he'd call me his girlfriend.
But no matter how hard I fought to eradicate the word friend from his vocabulary when referring to me, justice was never served. I chased boys. In college, Philadelphia, PA, film school, I got educated in mise en scene, revolutionary socialism, the injustice of the Mumia Abu Jamal case, and what running a train on a girl was. I had a lot of friends, guy friends, so they filled me in. One of who I was hooking up with on the down low. We were hooking up one night in his dorm room, having a really deep conversation about how the prison system is like modern day slavery, and there was a knock on the door. It was his girl. We didn't know what to do. Me, being the actress I am, I flung myself and pretended to be passed out drunk. Oh, and then something he can feel. To let you know, this love is real. This love is real. I'm giving, I'm giving, I'm giving, I'm giving, I'm giving love. To let him know, this love is real. What's wrong with her? I don't know. She was smoking and drinking and she passed out. Wake up, Bridget.
Wake up, Bridget.
Wake up, Bridget.
Wake up, Bridget. Wake up, Bridget.
My love for you is forbidden, but I knew this from the beginning. What's the use? I'll just keep on drinking. Only way I'll be committed is in the loony bin. 'Cause I'm just your jump ball. I better not get caught up, 'cause you're somebody else's man. I'm just your road dog, your beautiful booty call, your homegirl who always understands. I'll be there when you're wearing a frown, that chick on the side who's always down, always the mistress, never the wife, always the bridesmaid, never the bride, always the friend with benefits, never the girlfriend who meets the parents. No, you won't take me home to mama, 'cause I'd have nothing to say. You know, this went on for years. Richard would invite me to a concert or a hip-hop party right here when there used to be hip-hop parties here. He'd introduce me and say, "This is my friend Bridget." Oh, do all your friends sit on your face? It's safe to say that the word friend has become a real trigger for me. Oh, baby, you got what I need. But you say I'm just a friend. But you know I'm more than just a friend. Oh, baby, you're such an ass. So call me a cab, 'cause I won't dance for you no more. Always the mistress, never the wife, always the bridesmaid, never the bride, always the rebound, never the touchdown, always the lady in waiting and waiting and waiting
to me. Yeah, yeah. So, Richard, this here thing we got is the rule. Yeah, yeah. Okay, guys, so I see the pattern, right? I see it. I change the names in my phone from my boo to let him go. From the ringtones from sexual healing to you're toxic, I'm slipping under. But then this man happened to me like an event. Newsflash, upcoming filmmaker writes his way into actress's soul.
I'm here to audition for the love of your life.
Thing is, he was engaged, then married. So I didn't do anything, okay? I saw the pattern. I said, hey, pattern, take a hike. Okay, this seat is taken for maturity and common sense. But the minute I found out that he was getting a divorce, I thought maybe this fairy tale is different. Maybe the prince needs some rescuing. What's that line in Pretty Woman? She rescues him right back. This could be Extreme Makeover, the male edition. I was always taking out my toolbox to try to fix my broken home. Well, that wasn't so successful, but now was my chance to get off the heroin and be a heroine. Like fucking Florence Nightingale. My service to the community. My one-woman army of salvation. My country, 'tis of he sweet land of liberty. Of he I sing. So I swooped in with my magical vagina, shoulder to cry on, and creative wit to help him with his latest screenplay. Fix him up real good. Oh, and we fit into each other like no one I'd ever been with before. Both kind of fucked up in the same places. I thought we could fuck it out of each other. You know, like unfuck ourselves. Because at least when we were fucking, we actually accomplished something. Look, we did it! Yay! Thank you. I want to accept this. But the pain and pleasure was equally immense. We laughed like children together. I never wanted to leave his side. I would break plans with my friends, call in sick to work. I had to keep the plot going because I didn't want him to write me out of the next scene. There was a mirror in his eyes that reflected all of my insecurities, but also something holy and healing, like potential, you know, like a pair of gold jeans. And one day you're gonna fit into them, you know? And I wanted to be better for him. So I would use the tools on myself.
Sure, we don't need to go anywhere. We can stay home all the time. Doesn't have to be heavy. Let's keep it light. I won't tell you that I love you.
But I loved him more than I had loved anybody else before. It was like I wanted his kiss. I wanted to just cry. His kiss just made me want to cry. Buckets of tears, and swim in them, pour them all over me, swim deep, deep in them like a widow who thought she lost her sailor love, but is told he is still alive. So she goes out to meet him in the middle of the thing that once took her love away, but is returning it to her. Well, he wasn't ready for all of that, so he kept me at just about an arm's length. And I was drowning in my love for him. Tell me, how can I get a drink when as well as no supply? Tell me, how can I quench my thirst when this river is all run dry? Tell me, how Can I swim his ocean when it keeps me under tide? Tell me how can I? When he's half a man, half a heart, halfway out the door, half a push, half a pull, got me half a woman, half a fool. The man is broken, and I can put him together again. Tell me how can we start a fire when his flame is all burned out? Tell me how can he keep me warm when he turns the pilot down? Tell me how can I feel the heat when he keeps me all night? Tell me how can I? When he's half a man, half a heart, halfway out the door, half a push, half a pull, got me half a woman, half a fool. The man is broken, and I can't put him together again. So this is really embarrassing. It's been almost 5 years, and I am still coming up for air. I saw him the night before Valentine's Day last year, and he kissed me. It was so good! I'm thinking this is that part in the movie where we end our end and we begin our beginning, and he'll read the lines from the soul-contracted script and say, I want to take you on a date, Bridget, that will last the rest of our lives. But no, he says, I want to take you back to my place, Bridget. Cut! That's a wrap, folks. Roll credits. There was the mirror, but still cracked. 'Cause he's half a man, half a heart, halfway out the door. Half a push, half a pull, got me half a woman, half a fool. The man is broken, and I can't put him together again. No, no, I can't put him together. No, I can't put him together. I can't put him together again. I'm tired, guy. I'm tired of getting screwed and screwing up. I'm choosing this. I'm not addicted to love. I'm addicted to pain. I stick in these unhealthy relationships like a vampire. I want to suck your character, turn it into one more song. I'm not chasing boys. Maybe I'm chasing the muse. Chasing the muse. I want to be inspired. I want to feel alive. I want to create. On my journey, I went to go see a Mayan astrologer. Her name is Rakshita. And she told me that human spirit is a mirror. You put human spirit in front of human spirit. Is endless mirror. You peel back layers like onion and it make you cry. It's like Matryoshka doll, doll inside doll inside doll. In the eyes of your lover, it is world inside of you. That is why it's so difficult, these relationships, because it put a miracle grow on problems. Like a cha-cha-chia pet. Well, if Richard was a mirror to me, then I must be unavailable too. I assign these men magical qualities, make them a god, but as soon as they're real, I'm like, bye. Like this revolutionary I met at a protest.
He came from this conscious hippie family who lived completely off the grid, never ate meat, never drank or did drugs, was homeschooled. He was pure. I dreamed that we would dance around in dashikis singing Pete Seeger songs and our babies could save the world, you know? After our first kiss, he said, "I love you." Mic check. I love you. You mean in the humanitarian universal kind of way? No. Mic check. I love you. You know, I'm not ready for all of that. And then he said to me, "Bridget, if I played the game with you, I would have won your heart. You only want what you can't have. You're so stuck in this system that just convinces you that nothing is ever good enough for you, including yourself." Well, when the fantasy is gone, I just want to find another toy to play with. Like my Barbie, Twisty Curl Barbie doll. She had this machine, you put her hair in it, and in the videos and the commercials and the box, it looked so beautiful. But in real life, the hair just got knotted around and all messy. You just had to cut it all off. That's what I do. I cut them loose. Snip, snap. No wonder I still want Richard, right? Because like attracts like. If he called me right now, I'd probably say, "Thanks for coming, everyone, but I gotta go do a sequel. Cause I get so weak in the knees, I can hardly speak. I lose all control. Something comes over me in a daze. Love is so amazing, it's not a phase. I want you to stay with me by my side. I swallow my pride. Your love is so sweet, it knocks me right off of my feet. I can't explain why your loving makes me I don't want another fix, okay? I'm gonna fix me. Fix myself a drink first. Join me. Here's to celibacy. 377 days, 14 hours, 30 minutes, 10 seconds and counting, bitches! Woo! Good thing I still have my favorite porno. It's VHS, so you know it's a classic. Pop it in, folks! Private Lessons of Lust. It's about these girls that want to get into an art school. There they are. One of them is a piano player and she's practicing, and the headmaster comes in. He's like, "Hey." And she's like, "Hi, Mr. Harlow." And he's all like, "If you want to get this scholarship, then you're gonna need to make a good impression and suck my dick." So she's playing, and she's playing and sucking and playing and sucking, playing and sucking and playing and sucking. And it's kind of like my life. It's really difficult. You can't do it both at the same time. And I'm trying to focus on my career, but there's a big penis in my face. So finally she just stops, and she gets a record, and she puts it on, and from the other room, her mother says, "You sound great, honey." And they keep doing it on the couch, but I can't fake it, you know? I get a lot more work done when I'm alone. So I isolate, get focused. Do my work, do my work, do my work, do my work, do my work. Like my dad said, focus on your work, and then they'll be lining up around the block, and it won't be for the new Nikes. Because if I could fuck my art, I would have 10 Grammys, 2 Tonys, an Academy Award, an Emmy, a Webby, a house in Beverly Hills, a reality TV show, 3 adopted Billy babies from the Philippines, and a foundation for disabled children. It's kind of what Janis Joplin would say. Because I don't ask what would Jesus do, I ask what would Janis do? a story once about an opera singer. A guy asked her to marry him. She came off the stage after singing a real triumph. All the people calling for her. She said, "Do you think you could give me that?" That story hit me right, man. I know no man ever made me feel as good as an audience.
What I really want, what I really need, what I got to have is the microphone. Hiding by the under the sheets, wanting more, but you're asleep. So I lie there, not making a peep. Though my mind is louder than a jackhammering machine. Make my way down to your feet, creep up to where your two halves meet, and I hold you in my hand. Then I look around and wonder, where's the band? 'Cause what I really want ain't your skin and bone. No. What I really need ain't your call on the telephone. No. Oh, what I got to have ain't a man to hold. No. I got a Jones for the microphone. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, you ain't even a pen to my page, you know. Yes, you keep me warm at night, but there's nothing like the music on the stage. What I really want ain't your Cupid's Cupid arrow. What I really need, what I really need ain't your momentary moan. No, I said what I got to have ain't your man to make me whole. No, I got a Jones. I got a Jones. I got a Jones for the mama, 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 mama. Hit record. You don't got no
She's got What's going on? There's all these voices. Are they coming from out there? Are they coming from in here? My mother told me to listen to the God voice within, but I can't hear it. It's like I have my own panel of judges on the voice living in my head. Shh, you're talking over my dreams. I dreamed a dream of time gone by. There could be directors or producers in here thinking right now that I'm the one. Hey, so glad you could make it. She's so lucky, she's a star. You'll never find someone like me. No, they're gonna make me a star, not just in his bedroom or her bedroom, my bedroom, but everyone's bedroom. This is my moment right now. Right now. You'll never find. They try to make me go to rehab. I said no, no, no. Hey, I'm special. Oh, I think that's my agent calling. Did I get it? Did I get it?
Yes, Miss Falcon. This is Dr. McMullen's office. You did get it. You tested positive for gonorrhea. Congratulations.
What's wrong with me? Mommy? Daddy? Richard? Starbucks? Beyonce? God! There's nobody. I don't just want one person to love me. I want everybody to love me. Because I don't know how to love me. I'm running out of time. I'm running out of time. I have an expiration date. I've been on these streets for a while, hustling. It ain't just about these Johns. I've been turning coin for this industry. My first job was baby Jesus. Big shoes to fill. Maybe I peaked too soon. I was on Sesame Street. Sure, I got fired for bossing the other kids around, but my games were better. You buying? I'm selling. I sold Oreo cookies, chocolate chip cookies, ice cream sandwiches, car seats, Coca-Cola, Burger King, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Art imitates life. Life imitates art. I played single mothers, strippers, drunks. I even played a one-legged hooker on Law and Order SVU. That was my big break. Oh yeah, I was always in the background, helping everybody else get their shot at fame. I was always the demo, the workshop, never the Broadway baby, only a maybe. I am the captain. This is my shrine, Lord of the manor. See what I leave behind. River in flames, cities on fire. Yes, I'm a relic trapped in the wild. Now a glorious war draws to a close. The yellow winds blow, and I have to know. Whatever will become of me, nothing proves where we start. Is it true we must part company? Oh, industry, whatever will become of me? What have I done? Where did I go? For the open call. Joined at the hip, pain and hunger, and I leave a gift to the world beneath the phosphorus sky. A labor of love is the truest of all. But will I be forsaken after the fall? Now a glorious war
with the fire and the mud's prophecy. I'll be in the street, whatever will become of me. No, this addiction is more than me. It's political, it's cultural. Everyone's an addict. The industry feeds off it and feeds it to you. Sugar, caffeine, nicotine, junk food, junk music, junk love, junk sex, fast girls, fast cars, and shopping mall graves. Get with the program. We're being programmed. Stuck in a human hologram of have-nots and have-a-lots, and I want what you got. How many likes does it take to get to the center of your ego? Scrolling Facebook, wanting to kill yourself, looking at all the happy couples, the newborn babies, and all the weight people are losing on the paleo diet. Come, competition, come, comparison. Where is the community? Come on down, wash your brain and hang it out to dry. All dressed up, nowhere to go, cause there's nowhere to go. No one's coming to rescue you. Sleeping beauties, counting sheep. You're hooked on followers and friends and followers. We're all sheep being molded into codependency. Bah, bah, bah. Sheep being herded, but I want to be heard. Micro to the macro, macro to the micro. Push notification, give me another hit. Push notification, life lived in 30-second intervals. I can't even get through a whole song. All this temporary satisfaction, this distraction from the madness of the world. Fill your hole, feed your fears, fill your voids. I don't want to be alone. I need my iPhone, iBook, iPad, I. It's all about the I, not the we. How am I gonna get ahead? But I don't have a head anymore, it doesn't belong to me. I'm too busy giving head to this system, and he is a selfish lover. Micro to the macro, macro to the micro. Someday my prince will come, but he will come too soon and turn over, but not a new leaf. He will turn over and turn me from a queen into fresh meat. He'll compliment me, promise me admission, then cheat on me. And I'm so high I don't see what he's doing to the rest of the world. And that's exactly how he likes me, horny and blind. Don't you see we're all running out of time? You cannot just do what you want, do what you want, do what you want with my body. No, I will not take this lying down in these slave chains and slave minds of women's magazines and Real Housewives when there is nothing real about them. Keeping up with the Kardashians when all we are really doing is keeping down, keeping down, keeping down. All these broken, fucked up people who come from fucked up people who come from fucked up people. But I'm putting an end to this never-ending story. No more voluntary consumption of romantic tragedies. No more dizzy from champagne problems. No more obsessions with going on a date with Richard that I can't hear the call, but revolution isn't now 19. Revolution isn't now 19. But you just give me a credit card and call it freedom. The tears on my crown are bars on my cell, and there is no reception. No connection. I don't want to be a sheep anymore. I'm on the hunt, but I'm chasing something bigger than a penis or a status update. I'm chasing creation. I'm chasing dreams. If we are a mirror to each other, then let us look at what we're doing to ourselves. I've been fighting to get into a castle when I have the tools right here to build my own house. Because at the end of the day, all you have is you and the ground and the sky. Industry, charity, faith, hope. Faith and hope in what? And something more than this. They say that the solution is spiritual. Step 2 on the road to recovery is that I came to believe that a power greater than myself could restore me to sanity. A higher power, calling your spirit out of the darkness, an energy of love that lives within all things. The God voice my mother told me to listen to. You know, I never really went to church because I always found it to be too patriarchal. But one day, I decided to go to the church of Times Square across the street from where Cats used to be. And there was a female pastor, and she was giving a sermon called The Purpose to Loneliness.
And she told us the story of her bird, Petey. Now, Petey was a free bird. He had complete reign over the whole house. He could go fly outside a window, come back inside whenever he wanted to. But she thought that maybe that Petey was lonely, so she bought him a Peteyette. And the two of them just stayed inside, picking each other's feathers, and barely left the cage. They never flew around anymore. There's a purpose to loneliness. Sometimes we've got to fly around on our own for a little bit, get to know ourselves, pick our own feathers, date ourselves. Hey, Bridget. Hey, Bridget. Thanks for coming out with me tonight. Oh, please. Thank you for inviting me. I wanted to ask you, what's really important to you? I'm just figuring it out. Let's get this right. We love you, Bridget. There's a purpose to loneliness. This is not coincidence. There's a purpose in these loose ends. Miracles inside the mess. If you were the one, if we fell helplessly in love, maybe we would never leave the cage. Stay inside, never fly, and forget the dreams we made. There's a purpose. There's a purpose. There's a purpose to loneliness. The looking glass has no end. There's a purpose in every step. Am I truly my own friend? Here under these stars, lying in these fields so far away, I will fight the lion and be stronger, stronger, stronger than I ever was. There's a purpose to loneliness. The story's told, but you write yourself. There's a purpose in this moment. Miracles inside the mess. Ooh, ooh. The cure for the stain is in the root of the tree that you held, not knowing it would burn, burn, burn. Another lesson learned. To love you will return. There's a purpose to loneliness. Listen to the silence.
Don't you know how fabulous you are? You the light of the world. I know you took the J train and you've been running late. I've been patient with you, but sister, our court date is now. So come home to yourself. You are woman, tiger, entwined in fire. So get it while it's hot, 'cause you are hot. Girl, you got this. Falling or flying is only a matter of perspective. Reach again, sister, reach again. Now, never mind the critics, they don't know your heart. Mostly everyone is full of shit. So be full of something else. You are a piano. Stop trying to be a violin. Be a piano and play, girl, play. And you gotta let the past go, boo. Don't let fear drown me out anymore. You came from eternity. Okay, bitch. Hold on to your principles. Because we often lose things like umbrellas, our minds, our keys, our power, and our pussies. Keep them in a special place always so you won't forget where you put them next time. Remember who you are, divine feminine star. Girl, you got this. Your mama loves you, your daddy loves you, I love you. Now you gotta love you. The love you have inside is a gift. You got so much you don't know what to do with it. But I know. You see, the world needs more of it. Of that good stuff, that real stuff, that stuff that brings people together. Be addicted to that love, that infinite, constant, universal, massive love. You've just been addicted to the pain inflicted when you resist the love that is meant to shine. Fall in love with life. Girl, you ain't no knockoff. You the real thing. Genuine, no imitation brand. You gotta keep the receipt in the bag, baby. Keep the receipt in the bag. Know your worth. Know your worth. Know your worth. Know your worth.
Yeah, I know it's a full moon. But I'm kind of busy. I'm doing my show. Finally. All right, take care. Thank you. Thanks for coming, everyone. Forward motion, center of an eye, queen of the sky. She's alone tonight, but it's alright. The lady in the moon, ooh, is smiling, 'cause she's full, doesn't need She pulls, oh, ba-da-ba-ba-ba, 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 ba-da-ba-ba-ba. A shining sea, giving birth to dreams, of people into eternity. A freckle on the universe's face, a drop of pain. She comes and she goes, but she knows, yes, she knows, the lady in the moon is smiling, 'cause she's full, don't need anybody. Ooh, she pushes, she pulls, oh, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-ba-da. Shadows will confuse you, shadows will confuse you. Darkness will undo you, darkness will undo you. But I got news for you, I got news for you. When you think she's halfway there, when you think she's halfway there, she's always full. She's always full. Ooh, oh, oh. A street light on the corner of my redemption, the last midnight, ladies and gentlemen. When I'm lost and I look up, I know where I belong. Right here with you, a witness and a song. The lady in the moon, the lady in the moon is smiling, 'cause she's full, doesn't need anybody who she pushes, she pulls. The lady in the moon is smiling, 'cause she's full, doesn't